there, welcome back to my channel. I am so glad that you are here. So as you can see by the pic, we decided to hang out a little bit in Real Housewives of Salt Lake City territory, and we thought we'd probably go visit Monica Garcia. You remember her, Miss Fontees herself, as well as the lady with many last names. Yes, we are talking about Monica because I think she will forever be one of those alum characters, if you will, or housewives that will never be forgotten in this franchise. And I do, per se, would like to see her again. Just my thoughts. How about yours? So if you are watching, you know that the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City is actually premiering their season right now. That is season 5. And the ladies are kind of getting into it in the beginning stages. Nothing too crazy has happened, but we're hopping upon that pretty quickly. We've had a few scuffles there. Well, not, physically anyways, but more or less verbally. Well, we did open up with Lisa just hammering into Whitney at that one dinner that she had, along with everybody else on the cast besides Mary, who was just sitting there just enjoying her, food and all. But yeah, it was quite an interesting situation and maybe a little bit of signs shown to come. But that being said, I still miss a little bit of Monica because quite frankly, she had those ladies on their toes and it was fun all the way throughout the season, not to mention the very close-knit conversations that she would give with her daughters and her very heartbreaking relationship that she had with her mother, who I don't believe she's speaking to this day. So yeah, many hopes and wishes that they will continue to find some place of healing. But if healing together isn't the option, then being able to be okay on their own. So that being said, let's go ahead and see who's still kicking it with Monica. Yeah, apparently somebody she's still good with. Now, of course, there's a couple of ladies that she may not be so great with, but we'll go ahead and get into that a little bit too. So with that, let's go ahead and get into this sharing. So we are getting this from US Magazine. Now, apparently Monica Garcia reveals which Real Housewives of Salt Lake City co-star is still her girl. And this was apparently exclusive. So now, Monica Garcia's Real Housewives tenure may have been short, but she found an everlasting friendship with one of her co-stars. Now, Mary, yay, Cosby is my girl. Garcia 41 exclusively told us at the Us Weekly plus Pluto TV Reality Stars of the Year party at the Dream Hotel in Los Angeles on Thursday, October 10th. Now, she has had me in her corner the entire time, protecting me. Garcia added that Cosby 51 checks in with her to see how she's coping with her mental health. She's been amazing, Garcia gush. She's great. Now, Cosby and Garcia formed a friendship during season 4 of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Earlier this year, Monica had made headlines during the shocking season 4 finale when her co-stars, along with the viewers, learned that she was one of the operators behind the Instagram gossip account Reality Fontees, which was sharing info about the other Real Housewives of Salt Lake women. After the news broke, Monica subsequently exited the Bravo series after one season. Following her departure, Monica told us that besides Cosby, no one else has reached out to her. However, she's not surprised by the others' lack of action. I mean, it tracks, she quipped. Since her exit, Monica admitted she hasn't seen the new Real Housewives of Salt Lake season besides little blurbs on social media. I have not watched it, but everyone sends me like the little clips, she told us, and it looks like the new girls are holding their own. Now, another famous face missing from the franchise is the iconic Jen Shah. Remember her? Now, Shaw, who last appeared on season 3, is currently serving time in prison after she pled guilty to money laundering and conspiracy to commit wire fraud after originally pleading not guilty. Now, Us confirmed on Thursday that Shaw's sentence has been reduced for a second time. She's now scheduled to be released from federal prison on December 19th, 2027, instead of August 30th, 2028. And that is a huge chunk in reduction. So I'm sure she's extremely happy about that. Now, before joining the series, Garcia worked as Shaw's assistant, and Garcia later came under fire when she confessed to posting about Shaw on Reality Fontees. Now, Garcia joked to us that she thinks Shaw could potentially return in time for Real Housewives of Salt Lake City Season 8. So we're already putting it into the ether that there will be even a Season 8. So yeah, that's where we start when, get with Man of Face. manifesting, right? So now, can you honestly imagine me, Heather, and Jen? She's adding it would be diabolical. I think it would be fun. Now, while Garcia isn't on the show anymore, she went down in Real Housewives history with the legendary moment of Heather Gay bringing the receipts, proof, timeline, and screenshots. Remember when Heather really got on that pulpit and yelled that in the Real Housewives reunion? Yeah, it was great. Now, Garcia doesn't have any regrets about her time as a housewife, and if the opportunity arose, she'd consider coming back on one condition. Think she's gonna tell us what that is? Let's see. So Housewives is all about bridges and mending relationships and seeing the other side of things. But with how things played out, I don't know how they do it as long as certain other cast members are there. She said in Us Reality Stars of the Year issue, so I could see myself coming back if maybe there was a cast shakeup. Ooh, who do you think she's talking about on that one? Oh my goodness, there could be a number of ladies on that pulpit. But the two that I gravitate with is either Heather Gay or Lisa Barlow. And I don't see either one of those ladies taking a back seat. Quite frankly, I would like to see them be able to have their confrontation that's necessary, verbally, of course, and get everything out in the open and all still be able to be in there. Look, they all have their place. They all set the tone. None of them need to leave, but you could add Monica back in. I know that she obviously feels very hurt by the ladies in regards to how things opened up and, laid out for her as the season ended. I don't know if Angela would be on that list per se, because you remember in the beginning, her and Angela could stand each other, and Angela saw how her mother's relationship was, and she felt very sorry for that and endured to her, so she became her friend. But, really Monica left the show with no friends other than Mary, that is. So Mary would be a great usher in, right? Since she's the bridge, person after all. And so I think that it would be okay. I mean, if Mary said, yeah, no, we can all kind of work this out. Let's see how this works out, how we can move past this moment. I think it would be better off in the show than not be, quite frankly. And no, Lisa doesn't have to go, even though Lisa can, work a nerve at times. And no, Heather doesn't need to go because they're veterans of the show and they really should just stick around and, kind of deal with that. But if I'm not mistaken, there is an open lawsuit, I believe, between Heather and Monica. I don't think that dropped. So that could be part of the problem there for her as well. But still, look, if they are able to resolve it and maybe take another season off, why not? I mean, it would be a great way to prelim. And we all know that if the show keeps going, they're probably going to try to get Jen back on at that time, like she said, just like they did with Teresa Caducci when she went out for the season and a half that she was gone. She came back as if almost nothing ever happened, right? So I don't see why it would be any different for Jen, to be honest with you, unless Jen doesn't want to. And I don't see that happening because Jen is going to need some money. So this would be a great opportunity to come back. Everybody would be watching to see how she, kind of gets along with whoever's on the show at that time. And truth be told, if you keep the veterans, that kind of dichotomy and that ownership and accountability, oh my gosh, that would be a great season. And throw Monica in the mix, why not? So Jen's been, kind of resting in where she's at. She'll be ready for that confrontation. And, she always was ready for one of those in the seasons prior before she left. So I don't see why this would be any different. So with that, I would love to know your thoughts. So share with me down below if you are watching the show and if you watched last season. How do you feel about Monica and Mary being friends? Are you surprised by that? I'm kind of not. And I love it that them two are friends. I really do, actually. And do you think that, it would be diabolical to have Jen Shaw and Heather Gay and Lisa Barlow and Angela and everybody else on the show, including Monica, in a new, fresh season to kind of hash out all the issues? I mean, I'm pretty sure the confrontations that would ensue would last season upon season upon season. I mean, they would have a hit with that. So I think they should keep it open. How about you? But again, let me know. Share below so we can talk about it. But I think that about does it for this video. And of course, if you are new here and you haven't had a chance to, please go ahead and subscribe and be part of this family. I would so appreciate and love to have you here. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a like. I would so appreciate that as well. And definitely make sure that you have your all notification bells on so you do not miss any of my future uploads, because I have so many more videos coming down and I would love to know your thoughts about those as I share mine. Now, this one is going to be the last upload for today, unless something riveting happens, which I'm hoping that it will be a calm Sunday all the way through. But with that being said, you take care and be blessed. And until next time, bye.